Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we're doing an update video on DEION Sanders, Shador Sanders, and Shiloh Sanders. And I just want to give all the flowers, all the positivity, all the prayers, all the blessings out the way first. First and foremost, y'all. DEION Sanders has 10 Colorado players that are in the NFL. Let's talk about it. 10 players. I believe 4 of them went undrafted, but they immediately were signed as free agents, like almost immediately at the conclusion of the draft, and all went to NFL teams. So as much as people want to, and I feel like I'm going to get into my thoughts on this at the end here, but basically this was all a scheme. This was all a scheme set up for the NFL so that we could tune into the draft both days, y'all. Because nobody tunes into day 2. And so, also, congrats to DEION Sanders because both of his sons are in the NFL. Shador Sanders, even though I think it was all a scheme to keep the ratings up and keep people tuned in and to also humble Shador and Prime, he did get drafted finally by the Cleveland Browns in round 5, pick number 144. Also, Shiloh went undrafted. Now, Shiloh mentioned that his dad was his manager or was his agent, but allegedly he went away with his father being his agent and went with Drew Rosenhaus. Drew Rosenhaus, who infamously worked with T.O., hired him, and he was able to get signed as an undrafted free agent to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So both of DEION Sanders' sons are in the NFL, and as we know, the highest pick was Travis Hunter, who went number 2 with Jacksonville, right? But there is a scandal, y'all. There is a scandal because something nefarious happened the other day. Right? Something nefarious, something wrong, something inappropriate happened the other day, and we got to talk about it. I alluded to it in one of my videos that Shador Sanders because he was live streaming on Twitch. Shador and Shiloh were live streaming on Twitch, what was going to happen with their draft selections and everything else, and when they were going to get drafted and everything else. So what happened was Shador Sanders received a prank call. And they received a prank call of an NFL, somebody pretending to be the GM of the New Orleans Saints, pretending that they were giving Shador Sanders a call to let him know that he got drafted. But they said on the call, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer. And Shador was like, what the heck does that mean, right? You're going to wait a little bit longer. And I think it was Shiloh in the background. It's like, well, what do you mean? What does it mean? You're the one that answered the call. And so they realized at some point that it was a prank, right? Later on, Shador said that this is not his actual phone. He said that there are sponsored phones that get sent to these players for the NFL draft. So there are specific phones that these players who decide, hey, I'm going to enter into the draft, they receive. And there's a list of who those players are, what phone numbers they have. So, and really the only people that should have access to that are the NFL owners, the NFL GMs, the NFL executives, because it should be a secure line where it's not family, it's not your friends, it's not all of this other stuff. It's strictly for these NFL teams to contact you. So none of the less, it was a prank because it wasn't, you weren't authorized to have that number. You weren't supposed to call that number. So a couple of Ole Miss frat boys are bragging that they were the prank call and posted a video. I think it's they're trying to delete it, but some people keep reposting it on Twitter to let the people know that this was nefarious, right? And you could see on the one gentleman's leg, it looked like there was a printout, like that they had a printout of other draft players, of other names, which again would have only been able to come from the NFL. Now, initially, there was rumors that this might have come from the New York Giants GM's daughter, because allegedly she goes to Ole Miss, right? And now it's being alleged that it might be in connection with somebody on the Falcons executive side, GM side, that, you know, maybe one of their children or somebody's friends or whoever potentially leaked this. Nonetheless, no matter who it was, ultimately, the NFL is doing an investigation, y'all. The NFL is investigating. So, according, y'all, to Adam Schefter, who, those of you who are not sports aficionados, Adam Schefter, he is one of the top people who breaks all things NFL. So, if there's like a trade, if there's like somebody getting fired, or any type of breaking news story that pertains to the NFL, he's usually like one of your go-to people for NFL insiders. An NFL, this was an hour ago at the time of me recording this video, an NFL official said that the league is looking into how Shedeur Sanders' private number was leaked and then utilized for a prank call. And so Adam Schefter has the side-by-side of Shedeur Sanders answering the prank call and the side-by-side of the frat gentleman that had on the Ole Miss hoodies, Ole Miss, gear on, that are looking at a printout that has his number on there, and they're laughing about this call. Because it wasn't cool in any capacity. It was not cool at all. So another rumor that has now since come out is they're saying the rumor now is a gentleman by the name of Jack Ulbrich, the son of Falcons Jeff Ulbrich, was behind the Shedeur Sanders prank call. That would explain how his private number, only meant for NFL executives, got out. So none of the less, y'all. It just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And the other side of this too, why I think there was some collusion going on, why I think they wanted to humble DEION and they wanted to humble, all these people and everything else, was because, if you look at the Browns Twitter account and you look at the NFL's account, y'all, it is heavy Shedeur Sanders stuff. I think Cleveland might have posted like 9 or 10 posts on Twitter alone about Shedeur Sanders. Everything from him getting the call, everything from the press conference about him, everything of them doing different graphics of potential what jersey he's going to look like. I think I even saw immediately like ESPN doing like an AI generated image of Shedeur Sanders in a Browns jersey. You go to the NFL's Instagrammies, they have a pinned, number one pinned is Shedeur Sanders at the Cleveland Browns. And then the second pinned is Travis Hunter, who was picked number 2. So I feel this was a ratings grab. I feel that they simply wanted to drag this out so y'all could tune in. And at the same time, they wanted to humble Shedeur. They wanted to humble Prime and everything else, even though Prime has 10 players at least in the NFL from Colorado and was able to get into a bowl game his second year at Colorado, right? So none of the less, y'all. Just pay attention how they will try to humble Black people, try to keep you in line, try to keep you in a certain place. But now they're about to flip this into endorsements, into a bunch of money, into a bunch of deals, into a bunch of ratings for people to tune in to see Shedeur Sanders. And that's why I said in my other video that they need to go ahead and put the Browns on Hard Knocks, because having a 5 QB room is crazy. And we know there is not going to be a situation where Shedeur Sanders is not going to be playing. Like, there is too much going on right now. There's too many people rooting for him now. There's too many people who are going to be buying his jersey now. Like, you got to play him. You got to play him or whatever else. But I don't know, it's giving like y'all set this up. Y'all set this up on purpose. Y'all didn't want to pay him, you know, the 40 million rookie contract or whatever. Y'all wanted to drag this out for ratings and see as many people tune into the draft as y'all could, so y'all could brag about y'all ratings and y'all numbers, and y'all wanted to humble these men at the same time. Not cool at all. Like, especially for the past year and a half, 2 years, he's been projected to go in the first round of the draft. Like, make it make sense. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.